Mike Wood here with wildutahedibles.com. I want to just show you a little bit of some of the plants we have available here at this time of year. So let's jump in and take a look at it. Right here we've got a real good early spring green. This is blue mustard coming up here. We've got a lot of fillery around it as well, and other plants growing amongst it, some grass in there. But this blue mustard is something that I look forward to every year. And you can see one growing here. There's a lot of these little seedlings are also blue mustard. But that's early February blue mustard edibles right there. I love blue mustard. It's one of my favorite tasting greens. It's a great one for sandwiches, a great one for salads. The younger it is, when you get it young like this, or slightly older, when it's still a basal plant and it hasn't put up a stalk yet, it's going to be real tasty and it's not going to be all that spicy. The older it gets, and especially when it starts shooting up a stalk, it's going to begin to get spicier and have more of that spicy mustard flavor. But right now, we've got a nice young plant here that is not going to offer a whole lot just yet, but the entire plant is edible. We could pluck that whole thing out of the ground and eat it roots and all. So that's a great spring edible to look for. And that'll start coming up even when there's still snow on the ground, as you can see right back over here. And even coming up through the snow a lot of times, that blue mustard will be available for you. So great green for you. I'm going to take a real close look at that. You get pretty familiar with the shape of the leaves of a mustard plant, and blue mustard specifically, so it's not hard. This one looks like it's a different mustard. That is a mustard plant as well, growing right there. You will sometimes see well, I think that's mustard. That one's young, I'm not sure, but you will see a bit of a variation in the plant leaves. I'm just trying a few of these. Yeah, so that's definitely, these are both blue mustard. So that's an interesting thing to see, to notice that distinction. Look at that leaf on that one there compared to these leaves and how different they are. You will get variations in the leaves, so it's important to watch them grow and to see the plant go from young to old and be able to recognize the differences there. One of the great things about this plant is, and I say this carefully because you've got to know what you're eating 100% of the time. That's really good. I'm going to have to take some of that in. You need to know what you're eating 100% of the time. You're never going to try a plant that you can't positively identify. But one of the great things about this plant, and similar, is like the dandelion, there aren't any poisonous lookalikes. And so you're not going to find a plant that looks like a dandelion, that looks like a broadleaf, like the mustard, blue mustard plant, which has a lot of similarities to the dandelion. You're not going to find a plant like that that is poisonous. Now, don't carry that too far, and make sure you're still, like I say, identifying. But it's nice to know that we have that little bit of assurance there.